Hello and welcome once again to the Thrifty Collector. Today, gonna go over the semi-rare Swanson WWF cards. Now, I did a little research on these, and there were 12 cards produced. And out of the 12 cards, I got a little bit of an interesting thing, but they were produced in Canada. And one of the reasons why you know they were produced in Canada, because they're both in English and in French. And so, but these were actually, there was two that came in a package for like Swanson meals. I believe they do Hungry Man, but so the Swanson meals in Canada, you would buy that and two of these cards would come in. Why they didn't do it for the States, I have no idea, but they did it up in the Great White North, so they were lucky they got the cards. Now, these cards have started to go up a little bit in value. When I was buying to kind of do this set, they were on average about $1, maybe $2 a card. I think the Hogan might have been about $4, but they have kind of gone up a little bit since then. But like I said, there's 12 cards, and we're going to go over the 12 cards. The first card is the Rockers. Marty and Sean. It's kind of weird they didn't put their names, just Marty and Sean, but everybody knows Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. The second card is the Macho Man Randy Savage. That's actually a great card. This was a little bit before he actually left. Oh, I forgot to mention, these did come out in 1991. So, would have been real cool if you think about it, if they had actually put an Undertaker card in here, because that was his first year of getting cards. So could have actually had a Canadian-only Undertaker card. So the second card is the Big Boss Man. The third card is the Texas Tornado. The third card, which of course is Kerry Von Erich. Third card, of course, is the Ultimate Warrior. You've got Canada's own Bret the Hitman Hart. And as far as I can tell, there's only two Canadians in this set, which is kind of odd because of the fact that it was Canada was released in Canada only. So Bret, of course, being from Calgary. And then you have the Mountie, also known as Jacques Rougeau from Quebec. Jake the Snake Roberts. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. The Legion of Doom, Hulk and Animal. Now, about 4 or 5 years ago, I saw, and I've talked about this before, I saw Hawk at the wrestling reunion in Dothan, Alabama. I wish I had brought this card. I think it would have been actually pretty cool to get this one signed, but I didn't bring it. I brought a couple other rare cards, which I will do a video on that. The Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch, and then, of course, the greatest, Hulk Hogan. So of course they had all the major stars, only two Canadians. What's interesting is there's 12 cards, and I believe there's 15 wrestlers altogether. 7 of those 15 wrestlers are no longer with us. So in 32 years, we've lost almost half of the amount of wrestlers that were in this set. I do want to go over and show the back, just to kind of show how you have the English up on top, and then you have the French on the bottom there. What's funny is the height and weight are done in U.S. standards, not metric. You would think for Canada that they would have changed that into metric, because though most Canadians that are older before they switched over the metric would know what 6'8" is, a lot of your younger Canadians probably don't know because they didn't grow up with it. I have a friend in Ontario and a friend in Calgary, and I asked both of them, and they both know the English and metric, because when they were younger, they actually used the standard, I guess is what we call it, the standard, and then they got switched over to metric. And I do remember as a kid, maybe second grade, they were trying to teach us metric, and it seemed like they did that for about 2 weeks and then gave up. But I do remember that there was a conscious effort in the States to get us to start using metric, like 98% of the other countries in the world. But I hope you enjoyed this. This is Swanson, Canadian only. There are a lot of people that kind of say that these are super rare. I don't think that they are. I actually have a few doubles of these. I think I almost have a double of every person. So, and I haven't looked up the values. I'm just going by off of a video I saw where a guy was talking about how the values have skyrocketed. I probably wouldn't say skyrocketed. I bet you can probably still get the Hogan for 10, 15 bucks, maybe 20 if you really tried and pushed it to spend a lot of money. And a couple other things. I got a lot of things going on, so I'm hoping to have a lot of footage here. Going down with meat, we're going down to Orlando. We're going to go see Halloween Horror Nights, something I've always wanted to see for a long time. We're going to go see that. We're going to go day in Disney, day at Universal. We were supposed to go down with the wives, but things happen. Neither one can go. But we're going to have a lot of fun doing that. And then I'm actually driving from Orlando, coming back here on the Panhandle, and then having to go to Nashville for the big sports card show that they got going on. They call it the National, Nash show. So the National. And there are a lot of people there signing autographs. When I went there a few years ago, about 3 years ago maybe, I think there was Darrell Evans, Denny McClain, and maybe one other guy there. But this year they've got a lot of the big names. Actually, for wrestling, they've got Flair, they've got Wendy Richter, a few other people, but they also have Chipper Jones, Ricky Henderson, Roger Clemens. So it's kind of a big deal. One of the sad things is the prices are just astronomical on some of these guys compared to what I've just paid for just a couple years ago. I want to say about 5 years ago, I paid about $70 to get a Chipper Jones card signed. Now they're $175, and he's part of that Fanatics crew. So they've got a lot of limitations. I am bringing I've got the NWA big belt with the globe, the 10 pounds of gold. And I'm bringing that, and I'm going to have Flair sign that. I think he's $125, no inscriptions. You don't even get the 16X anymore. Thanks, Fitterman. So you don't even get the free 16X anymore, but it's $125 to get a belt signed. I figure that's a good thing, and hopefully JSA's there. Hopefully you kind of get the cheap sticker because they're there. So all they got to do is slap a sticker on it and call it a day for about 10 bucks. I can't really think. I might get Wendy Richter. I mean, I haven't seen a picture of her in 40 years, so be kind of interested to see her. Kind of liked her as a kid. Her and the Cyndi Lauper and Captain Lou and Hulk Hogan, that whole rock and wrestling connection, which was a lot of fun way back when. So I hope you enjoyed that. Enjoyed the Swanson WWF cards from 1991. Not an impossible set, actually a very easy set to put together. You can probably purchase the whole set. I want to say, my guess, probably 30 bucks, maybe 40 bucks. But a lot of people haven't seen this because here in the States we didn't get it. So check it out, and I hope to have a lot of great, cool footage for you over time for this past week. Going to a car show in October. Me and the wife are going to drive my car down there. So get a little miles on the Fox. And I hope everybody has a great day and stay thrifty.